My husband served divorce papers at my retirement party, and my kids clapped. Now they begged me back. Evelyn Harper spent nearly her entire adult life building Hartwell Industries from a smaller local firm into a global powerhouse, eventually becoming its respected CFO. When the board set her retirement date, the company planned a grand farewell at a country club in Greenwich, full ballroom, warm speeches, music, and coworkers from every era. The night was meant to honor her discipline, leadership, and the doors she opened for others. Her husband, Richard, attending it all felt unusual. He usually avoided her work events and treated her success like an inconvenience. Their grown children, Brandon and Melissa, sat with him at the head table in expensive outfits funded by Evelyn's steady support. Both claimed to be thriving professionally, but they often relied on her money. Richard, who hadn't truly worked in years, hid behind the title consultant, filling his days with comfort and entitlement while Evelyn carried the weight of everything. The CEO, Margaret Chen, Evelyn's closest friend at work, gave a moving speech about Evelyn's early days, her calm during crises, and her integrity. Evelyn, in a navy Armani suit that symbolized years of hard-won survival, felt emotional seeing how deeply her colleagues valued her. For a moment, she felt proud and seen. Then Richard stood up and walked to the podium holding a thick envelope. He spoke as if he'd been the long-suffering hero of their marriage, claiming he held the home together, while Evelyn worked. Evelyn knew the truth. Their home ran on help she paid for, and Richard's sacrifice mostly looked like leisure. He paused, stared at her, and said he wouldn't support a jobless old woman. The room went silent. He pulled out divorce papers, announcing he'd already signed and wanted her signature, right there in front of everyone. Evelyn froze, waiting for someone, anyone, to defend her. Instead, she heard applause. It came from Brandon and Melissa. They clapped like this was a performance with a planned ending. Brandon urged her to sign. Melissa framed it as a fresh start. In that moment, the humiliation cut deeper than Richard's insult, because her children weren't shocked. They were satisfied. Richard approached with the papers and warned her not to make it worse. Evelyn, overwhelmed and pressured, signed every marked line with the same precision she used at work, without even reading. She placed her wedding ring on top like a final stamp, told him he was free, and walked out with her dignity held together by sheer will. She drove to a hotel in Southport, shut out the buzzing calls, and slept. By morning, the news reported Hartwell had announced a historic retirement package for her, far larger than she'd fully absorbed. Suddenly Richard's tone changed. He called repeatedly, panicked, claiming misunderstanding, begging to renegotiate because he hadn't known the payout would be so huge. When Evelyn finally answered, his real concerns surfaced. The money. He wanted access. Margaret revealed something worse. Richard's lawyer had been probing the company about timing weeks earlier. Evelyn hired a ruthless divorce attorney, Rebecca Stone, and learned the party ambush had gone viral. Rebecca called the agreement predatory and explained it could be challenged due to duress and incomplete disclosure. Then evidence surfaced of hidden assets, identity-linked credit, and an affair with Diane Crawford, plus signs the children may have known. As the case unfolded, records and messages exposed planning, money siphoned into secret accounts, and coordination involving Richard, Brandon, and Melissa. The court ultimately voided the agreement, froze assets, and pursued fraud. Evelyn rebuilt her life, created a foundation to help women protect themselves financially, and chose peace over performing forgiveness, until a quiet message from her granddaughter offered a small, fragile bridge back to love.